Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We've just deployed the secret police and so now we should slowly start to get a bit of a feel for the government loyalty, which I will find over there. So here we can see pretty low government loyalty in some of these locations, and that can be quite problematic for us. So we probably need to make a bit of a run for slightly improved loyalty, right? So actually, I thought if loyalty was that low, it would actually result in quite a low productivity rating. But overall, I think our productivity rating is not bad. 91% productivity is not bad at all for where we're at in this part of the game. What I'd rather get us to do is focus on getting some of these things. Well, maybe we'll finish off this one, fire prevention for industry, and then we'll move on to trying to get... let's up this a little bit. Wouldn't mind getting a few more people to work on this. Try to get the radio broadcast facilities and things up and running. All in all, exports are looking pretty good, actually. Pretty good at the moment. And so hopefully it can continue in that way. So here is our starter construction industry. And this is mainly the gravel-related items. Plus a little bit of coal, okay, in this area, and we can drop people off here. One thing that we obviously don't have is prefabs, which I think I've got a bit of room for over here. The other one that I'm missing is the steel component. See, doesn't actually feature in this area, so we basically have to come back over here and then have a look. So steel mill requires steel production, so for the time being we don't have that. But what we could start looking at is a construction, iron ore processing, iron mine, coal mines. We need to have a look at that, but initially we'll have to do imports. So maybe we'll just import steel for the time being until we get a little bit more progressed with regards to our research. I think we should be doing fairly reasonable with some of these, and I think we're holding on with our crops. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering whether we up the numbers here a little bit. Someone did mention in the comments that quality of water isn't as big a deal here. So we could have just done a, excuse me, frog in my throat. Mentioned that we could have just done an extra water pump here directly from this area, because 85, you can draw 85 directly out of the ground. Generally speaking. So if we do a small water well, not quite 85, I might add. Not quite 85, but certainly if we were to do it somewhere over here, we'd be okay at getting that in. So anyway, we've already done the extra setup. So we're just going to leave it as is. We could be saving on chemicals if we were to abandon that and do our own thing here. But I'm thinking it's okay. I'm thinking it's okay. We don't need to do that. Other comment that I had was quite an interesting one, was that we don't actually need this facility, in that this one can burn hazardous waste. This one can straight away burn hazardous waste. So we don't have to worry about that. This is definitely not dissipating. So I don't think that's going to be a good spot for us. These, we've already disconnected these. So really, yeah, we need a separate facility to kind of store it and have it wait its life out. So let's have a quick look at that. So it would be a dump, right? I'll do the one with the machine claw, slightly bigger. It will need power though. So the question would be, would we... Oh. Doesn't want to go in here. We could put it in there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm hoping it's not going to cost us too much to get it fit, to get it built. But the idea is really, ooh, that's not what I want. The idea is really that I want to just quickly build that. And then what I'll do is I'll bring these guys over to just dump it over there. And then hopefully that sorts us out. I'm quite concerned by the low loyalty, government loyalty here. Quite concerned by it. I'll close this one out for now. We have these ready to go should we want to build some more, but we still have some free flats. Okay, so this thing is up and running, and I'm thinking it's just going to be mixed waste again, right? What is that? That's fertilizer. No, it's just going to be mixed waste. With the claw, it's going to be fine. This guy is going to fill up, but we need another truck, which I'm assuming we'll find over here. So let's just move it over to this side. And then what we'll do is we'll quickly run from there to there. So please load up on the mixed waste. And over here you can come and unload the mixed waste. And make a start, please. Okay, so let's quickly do that. It'll bring one or two of these containers over here and put it in a dump. And hopefully it'll dissipate over there. I get the feeling that it does dissipate, but... it's obviously not dissipating in these containers. This is kind of the exact number that we've left in here back in the day. Well, back in the last episode. So someone mentioned in the comments, I keep losing my train of thought, that we don't need the hazardous waste. We can burn it straight away in the incinerator. And if we're doing that, it can actually make us a fair bit of money. Now, it's something that I will consider. Similarly, whether we need this facility straight away, I don't know. So presumably, if we are doing it that way, it means that we are generating a fair bit more pollution, or at the very least, our mixed waste that's being created is slightly more challenging for us to treat. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, so we should have edification now, right? Yeah, we do. I believe we do have edification, and we are starting to see biological waste pop up. So biological waste can then be turned into, what is it called? Compost, and that we can use over here. But I think we are all good with our fertilizers in the mix. These should have fairly reasonable fertilities, and hopefully that means that this number will stay pretty constant over time. That's at least what I'm hoping. It seems to be staying there. We have a reasonable amount of food and alcohol. Obviously, that's being exported at a fair rate. These guys are not exporting at any reasonable rate, to be honest. A single truck on that might be all that we need. Over time, we can improve that a little bit. So one of the key things we would like to do is maybe make a start on some of this stuff. So let's quickly see if we were to grab our road here, and I think what we'll do is we'll do a straight connection up there. Okay, we'll tie that one in there, tie this one in there, and we'll ultimately have a few connections in this area. This is obviously going to be quite expensive, and we will need to up our game a little bit. Happiness is pretty good, but it's slowly starting to go down, both there and even the health situation as well. We can have a look at what is causing health to go down. The drinking of alcohol is a fair contributor to a lot of the people, but other than that, there's not much else going on. This is moving, and so is that. So slowly we'll get through all of these bits and pieces. Now, the next thing. So we really do need to do this. I don't think we're going to be able to... well, let's speed things up a little bit at the very least. Here's my truck. My truck should arrive and pick up some stuff here, right? I think this is the one. So let's quickly see about that. I want to see if that in fact works. It'll go back and forth. What is that? Police van of some sorts? Is the microbus. So there we got. So what do we have here now? We've got 6.46 tons. That's predominantly ash, and that is starting to dissipate. Right? Yeah. That is in fact dissipating. So presumably, that's just how you're going to have to deal with it. It moves pretty quickly, but I think we're probably producing it a little bit quicker than we are going to be able to get rid of it. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So that should be everything for now. What you would like to do now is please just go back and grab it over there instead. Yeah, and then bring it back to the other side. And what we'll do is we'll clear that one out and we'll send you to go and pick up over there. So now we're just going to bring all of these containers over this way. So it'll be a while before we can actually clear all of this out. But at least we should still have a reasonably high level of ash only. So yeah, the ash is slowly dissipating. So that's good. That's good. It seems like we are able to get rid of it in such a way. So we're clearing those out at least. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. And money is coming in. Our exports is significantly more than our imports for the most part. It's when we start doing some constructions that we end up with a bit of an issue. That's really what is the issue ultimately. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and do just another loan so that we can get this industry up and running. If we have a reasonable amount of workers, though, we might have to bring in a few more workers to make it work a little bit quicker. What's going on with the prison? We will need to allocate a few more staff to the mix here. Oh, are we maxed out? We are maxed out? You cannot... Really? Oh, no. We're okay. It's 3-1. Yeah, guards. Yeah. So we can do 45 at that. We actually don't need all of those people there. But that's okay. Let's have one more look at... One more look at the free beds. Slowly moving through. Maybe able to bring in a few more people with dollars. Okay, that's one option there. So we'll grab a few more people. They'll be pretty sick and we'll need to sort them out over time. These we need to build over time as well. Yeah, this is looking okay. We've got a reasonable amount of people here. This is dropping. This is getting a little bit better. So I think all in all, we just need way more workers. I think we just need way more workers. Okay, so let's see about this. So if we were to bring our road over this way, I am super tempted to run it straight up there. And in there, that should be okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then what I'll do here, probably we can do slightly differently. Something like this. Now, the cost of getting this built could be a little bit pricey. Yeah, these roads are not cheap to build. Okay, yeah, now I will need to... It should be the end of it. I will need to do another loan. So let's pop out, get another loan. Okay, so at the moment... Wow, we repaid almost nothing of our previous loan. I think this time around, going over there, grab at least... This is like, let's do like 1.5. Something like that. Let's borrow the money. Go here. Return all of it. Right? Perfect. All of it's been returned. Now we've got a 24,000, but we've got a reasonable amount of money available to us. There's a research program that's done. So let's quickly pop in there. This one is done over here in this location. So what's the next step for us? Big monuments. Big monuments might be pretty good. Let's have a quick look here. If I pop in here, we probably need the broadcasting one first, right? Yeah, this is looking okay. We need that one. We need a couple here before we can get radio broadcast. Okay, yeah. We did speak about that. Cars for the most loyal citizens, and then education for them. That's not something that I'm super keen on just yet. Anything else in here that we should be looking at? Big monuments. Yeah, big monuments. I think we should do big monuments. That's not bad, but we're quite a while off of some of those things. Yeah, so big monuments, and then we'll just keep going on the reduction in fire stuff. So let's do the big monuments component. We'll get that moving, and we'll go from there. And over on this side, we're working our way towards prefab construction. Okay. Now, with all of that money in place, I'm thinking it's time for us to build some stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it. No point in messing around. That's going to be pretty costly for us, but we'll sort that out. Yeah, it is pretty costly to get all of this up and running. Now, we will need a few more roads in here. I can continue getting all of this built. Okay, we'll do that. Probably run that one straight over there. We'll run this one like so. And something, actually, you know what I'll do? Let's trim this back a little. Don't need all of these roads to be asphalt roads, but I'd rather just get it all done. Some of these will probably sort out. These will definitely need to. Let's try and do a little something like this and not do too many different things. So let's get those roads going. Those roads going, those roads going, and those roads going, and that means we can also tie in over here, get that little section going. Well, luckily I had a cool 1 point something million. Now, if we were to those are okay. What I'll do is that should be workable. There we go. That's good. That should be fine. That should be fine there. And then what we need on this side is, wow, actually something to run across there, and we probably still need a bit of something to come over this way. We'll have to see about that. But anyway, that should do the trick. We can go ahead and get all of this built. That should be built pretty quickly. So now we can start running some stuff as soon as we get some materials in here. These should be underway. They will need power supply, of course, but we will need one there and one here. Where is our closest? Okay. So what we'll need to do over here is get another. Well, keep going with the. Oh no! Stop! Yeah, just do your thing. Just go and get your stuff. Go get your stuff. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll grab one of these guys. It's not going to get anything just yet. So what are we looking for? We're looking after the import side of things, and this is actually bringing us some fuel. I'm a little worried that that's not big enough. So if we grab this guy, what? Oh, it's not, what? That's not built. Get it built, my bad. That's not quite what I had in mind. It should have been the other one. So let's just get you allocated over there so that you can also get a little bit of fuel in there. That's fine. It's fine. We've got another fire somewhere. Is that going to be okay? Yeah, it's going to be fine. More people. Oh, I find this quite interesting. So a few buildings ended up getting built, but not this one though. That's interesting. Anyway, I wanted to go over and build these now. So it's a little interesting that they've been built already. If I have a look at this guy and see where can people walk to, they can get to the shop. They should be able to get to the shop quite easily too. They can't get to school though, unless we maybe improve some of these walking areas here. So let's go about doing something like that, and we'll just say fix me up these paths to see about an improved walking distance from over here. Yes, you can get to school now. Where is my loyalty quite low? Oh, we had one person move in here. That's okay. That's okay. One person, not going to be the end of the world. Everybody should be collecting their stuff. And just coming back over here, this thing should be completely empty now. Right, I hope it's not drawing from the other side. There's some metal scrap in there, which is okay. So now that you've kind of done that, you can go and get another load over here. I'm micromanaging this a little bit. Oh, I need to add that one and say unload. Yeah, my bad. My bad. There we go. And then just remove this one. Like so. There we go. Grab it, get it, bring it back, and then we can get you back into normal service. And hopefully over time, this will slowly dissipate, and we'll come and check this every now and again. I know it's not automated or efficient as of yet, but it's okay. Slowly get it there and get it done. How's this looking? Oh, obviously, this month it's been horrendous. Okay, that's all good. Get you back to your technical services hub so you can come and do your normal day job, and hopefully slowly we'll get some stuff going on over here. Now, what I would also like to do is buy a couple of dumpers. So if we're going to say dumpers, please. So give me a dumper or two. What is that? 7.5 ton. The research is complete. I'm going to have a look at that. This guy is just too slow. I just don't like that, how slow this guy is. Ultimately, I think I like these a little bit better. Grab me 2 of them, please. And let's just pause it for a second while we quickly set that up. So come in over here. Load up on quarried stone. Wait until you're loaded. Then you're going to move over here and you're going to unload your quarried stone. And let's just wait until you're unloaded and we can make a start with that. That's one. Okay. The next one, I'm going to go to the next piece. There you go. And you're going to load up on quarried stone. You're going to come over here and you're going to unload on quarried stone. I'm going to say here, load. Wait until loaded, wait until unloaded, and make a start, please. So hopefully that means that we get that moving fairly quickly. At the same time, we will need a few trucks to bring in coal for us. That's going to be okay. We don't need that power just yet. Oh, we need a lot of the... is powering a thing here? Yeah, we don't even need this powered. We don't even need this one powered. So that's all good, right? This truck is getting its quarried stone coming in. That's awesome. Excellent. Now, we need a couple of extra trucks to bring in... Let's see... No, I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's see about buying Actually, let's go to the border and see what kind of second-hand vehicles there are at the border. That is a thing, and we do potentially need to make use of it. It's unfortunate that we're a little bit far away from the border. Getting a train in place may be a good thing for us, but for the time being, might be a bit of a challenge. Okay, so this is what we've got in terms of used vehicles. Oh, it does say wear and tear 50%. Yeah, some of these wear and tear pieces are pretty challenging. Can you give me dumpers, please? Oof. There's one pretty poor dumper over here. I'm not going to do that. So let's move on back. Keep the game running. Need to have a look at what's happening with all of our people. Over here, grab me some dumpers. Just, I think 2 of these are going to be okay. 70, 60, 60, 70. So give me 2 of them. That's going to be fine. We're going to set up a route to go and... is this... you know what? What I'm going to do here... I'm going to put a distribution, a free one. We'll do that, get ourselves a free distribution office there. I'm going to say you're going to pick up at the border. I think that should be fairly reasonable. You're going to come in and load there, and you're going to come and unload over there. Yeah, 30%, 20% maybe. As a starting point, 20%. Let's do that. I'm going to grab both of these guys, and I'm going to move them over there. And then as soon as they get there, we should see that starting to move. Now, we don't have any power in this location, so none of this is being powered. We have quarried stone here ready to go. We don't have any workers here just yet. Happy to see that we're making use of our road sections. Now, we will need power in these locations. Where is our closest power facilities? We can probably bring in power from over there. Okay, so let's see. This also will need water, though. Let's go underground, see what our situation is like with water. It's going to be frustrating, isn't it? That we haven't allocated enough room for sewage. It's going to be painful. Oh, hang on. Before we get too involved there, we finished off some research here. Yeah, so that's the broadcasting one. Definitely want to do that. This is durable prefab panels, which we'll need as well. Gas power plants, fertilizing. That's interesting. Thought we did apply fertilizer already. We definitely want geology. We want metallurgy is what we require to go into steel, right? Steel mill requires steel production, which I believe is after metallurgy. Must be. But I think that's not a top priority for us. A few other things we want to get into first. Yeah, that's getting important. How am I missing it? Nothing in there. That's okay. Durable prefab. So what is the difference? This research will help us understand about the possibilities of how prefab panels could be effectively used. And then this one is developed tall buildings assembled from prefab panels. After this research, we'll be able to construct prefab panel buildings with 8 and more floors. So let's have a quick look. So as it stands, yeah, we can go up to there, but then these are too high. So that's already a starting point. We don't need to necessarily rush that. That is underway. Where did our metallurgy go? Ah, here we go. Metallurgy into steel production. So that's definitely a thing that we need to have a look at. I am going to go. Forget about that for the time being. Phone tapping. Want to get there. Chemical production or chemistry. do want energy from waste, but I also want metallurgy. So some people have been commenting saying that this is too much, right? Too much research holds you back. Similar to kind of where we were doing other stuff, like we're not, it slows you down, right? It slows you down. I'm not suggesting it needs to be easy, but slowing things down significantly does become a problem over time. Okay, well, what we need to do here is let's plan out our water and our sewage network. So if we were to do it kind of somewhere, and let's have a bit of a look at where our, yeah, so we will need to be a little bit cautious in terms of where we place this. So let's do at least one there. Okay, and then the other one, the substation, we will put in actually this one we bring a little bit close. Actually both we'll have to bring a little bit closer. Otherwise we may end up not having, hang on, let's have a look. Can we place our prefab factory? We can. So prefab panels requires what exactly? Prefab panels would like to get cement, and it would also like to get gravel. So the idea was, right? Can we flip it and get a reasonable? Yeah, we really can't. So the idea was that if we can do this, right? We may be able to just truck the cement in. At what rate does it actually use cement? Yeah, maybe we'll get a truck and truck the cement in instead of wrapping these around. Because let's face it, if we build it here, we will be ending up with a few bits and bobs. Okay, so let's place that one there. Now we've got the prefab panel factory in place. We will go about doing... just making sure we've got something hooked up like that. We'll do something like that. Our money is going to run out again. Okay, let's get that built. So that is getting built. So now if we get a truck to bring cement over, once we're up and running, don't worry about it. And what we'll do here is we'll just make sure that that's connected, and we'll tie that one in. So now, at least now we can probably make very sure we get some stuff going on over here. I kind of like this little setup. It seems fairly reasonable. So let's quickly go back, get our water stuff set up, get our power set up, and we'll move it from there. So water substation. So let's do that. Water substation over there seems to be quite reasonable and working. So we'll get that going. These guys are bringing in coal for us. It's beautiful. And that's the other one. And then the other one is the sewage one. And both of them seem reasonably well connected. We'll do that. We'll get ourselves a slightly less costly pathway setup. Like so and like so. Should be fine. Let's leave it at that and just have a quick look at what our pipe network will look like. Okay, so piping network, we should... We don't have any power anywhere here. So if we were to split off anywhere in the middle here, we'll need more power to make that work. So really that is a bit of an issue for us. But the bigger issue really will be, can we run this and tie it in? Oh, seems like it will do it. Seems like it will do it. So what I would like to do is get it sorted out onto that connection there. So I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm going to do a quick little slither of removal here. Okay, and we're going to pay for it, of course. So let's do that. That's going to remove it. Okay. Disappear, buddy. Good. And now we will need to do a little something like this. Oh, I hope this is going to work. It might not work. Unless I have a reasonable depth situation. So let's do it slightly there in case we have to do something. Give me the big guy. Oh, it's not completely gone yet. There we go. Gone. Oh, that's working. This might not work. Yeah, it requires proper slope. So, and that means we are going to have to power it. Right. If we do that, try it again. Beautiful. That is actually working. And then if we run... What are you doing? What? Oh, come on. You need to kind of have it in a singular piece. So let's just try it again and try and get it done as one single. Come on, how can you really? If we were to, can I get it? So what are we a little worried about? So we do need to get it like, let's go under the road there. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to worry too much about that. So let's just get all of that built. And then I'm assuming we're going to have an issue here where this thing is not powered, right? Oh, it's operating without issues? That one's not powered. Yeah, that's the issue. Now, what is our situation? If I were to say we're going to do that. Oh, we don't have renewables. We do have to bring in something over here to power it. Let's put it on over here. Where is our power? Oh, actually, we power up to this side. Yeah, that's okay. That at least gives us a little broader range in terms of our power infrastructure. And we'll do, yeah, something like this. Yeah, let's make sure to cover all of our bases. Something like that over there. Okay, so let's do that. Pause it because things are running without power at the moment. Okay, we can go upstairs and we can quickly connect all of these things in just to make sure they have access. Okay, now what we'll need to do. Wow, this is actually, there was like 80 tons in here, I think. I think there was 80 tons in here. So it is dissipating pretty quickly. And this isn't even filling up yet. So that's good. So what is that number? Just keep that in mind. 54.4. We'll make a note of that. 54.4. We'll have a look at it again at the end of the episode in about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. And then we'll see from there. Okay, now let's run some power cables. Now I'm super tempted to run direct through, right? Well, that seems to be a logical approach to it. Oh, this is going to build it straight away. Can I? Okay, so that guy should get it moving straight away. Yeah, okay, so that's working. We've got that running in. Now we do need to get ourselves the other one. We'll try and follow the road up here. Government loyalty seems low. We'll cut across. Well, we'll try and cut it across pretty straight there. We'll run it in on this side. We'll run it up here. Run it across there, and we'll tie it in over there. So now we should have power. Now we just need water over here as well. Let's pop it in here. Have a quick look. Where are we gonna? Well, now, to be honest, now that we've brought power in here, though we're a little further away from it than I would have liked. So we didn't. Yeah, if we had it on this side, we could have easily just had a split off on this side. Now, if we were to say do this, now forget about that. Let's go back to building our own stuff. Well, yeah, that's really not ideal. And this is drinking water, so we can't do much. Yeah, that's far. We won't be able to get that to work over there. Unless we bring in additional stuff. So we'll just have to do that. We'll just have to live with it. That's painful. It's not that expensive, actually. Let's go ahead and fund it. It's not that expensive, but it's obviously not ideal. It wasn't properly planned, right? This is a bit of a mixed bag of a mess. Okay, so this is powered. Everything is powered. That should work. We should have everything here. All we need to do is get our workers in place. So we need a few more buses. So let's grab ourselves another round of buses. So let's give me buses, give me speed, give me capacity. So like these are pretty reasonable buses for us. So let's get like 4 of them again. Okay, let's do that. We'll grab this and we'll say, you're going to make a start over there. You're going to pick up some people over on this side. You're going to make sure to load workers only. And then you're going to go ahead and drop them over there. To be honest with you, I'm kind of wondering whether we just put them on the same line. Okay, close that out. Go to our existing line. And maybe now we've got too many buses. Maybe we just add a few more. Or yeah, we'll just add all of them to it. So let's go to our existing line, the Termolsky workers line. So instead, now that you've got the Termolsky bus platform, after that one, I would like you to please add one stop, which is this one over here. And then do that one. And here, what you would like to do is you would like to unload only. Thank you. Make sure of that. And over here, you would like to load only. Oops, just do that. And we'll say, yes, absolutely. So now we've got a bit of a routing arrangement that's a little bit more interesting. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll make sure to save that. Okay, that's good. And what we'll do is we'll say all of these buses, we would like to then please set to line Termolsky workers. And do we have a copy schedule to another? Okay, there we go. And then if we go here, we can see who's actually in the depot, and we can slowly just release them one at a time. And now we'll see plenty more buses on that route. And the question will only be, are we going to have enough workers around? But I think we will. So now we've got a proper bus route system happening over here. Our exports are looking fairly healthy. And I believe we will now start seeing everything happen. The only thing we don't have is bitumen. So bitumen certainly is a bit of a problem. What is our storage for bitumen looking like? 15 tons on the oil tanker. You know what I might do? Yeah, these guys are struggling to get everything sorted. This is getting workers in place. What I might do is I might just trim that down. We don't need like tons of them. Similarly with all of this, we just need like a handful of workers to come and work at all of these facilities. Yeah, we really don't need much more. Even these things, this is 5. That doesn't really have what it needs yet. So go to 10 there and 5 there. It's going to be okay. Once we get some cement in place. Ooh. Did all the cement go in here? It did. Okay, so this thing kind of needs to be filled up first before we get any further. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. We probably need another fuel station somewhere. Yeah, we need to have a look at where we've got some power. Fuel station over here might be really good for us. Okay. We need a cement vehicle. So I'm going to buy a cement vehicle. Yeah, our money is not in a good shape. Get ourselves a cement truck. Cement truck. Concrete mixer, no. So what was it? Tanker. It's definitely not an oil tanker, right? No, it's not oil tanker. Concrete mixer. Dry bulk tank. There we go. That's the one. So give me a dry bulk tank. That's what I want. You're just going to go back and forth. That's all that you're going to do. From there to there. That's all you're going to do. So you're going to come in over here. You're going to load up on cement. You're going to go over there. You're going to unload on cement. And here you're going to just wait until you're unloaded and make a start. That's all that we need to do. I think that's going to be more than sufficient. Similarly, I'm thinking what I'll do here is I'll get another one of these free distribution offices. No, definitely not nothing crazy. We'll get another one in there and we'll get ourselves a little bit of section there. We want to buy, this is be oil tankers, right? So let's give me a oil tanker. Something reasonably sized and reasonably quick as well. 85 is actually pretty good. That's too slow. Yeah, probably this one instead. Give me 2 of them. And all I would like to do is say, you're going to go to the border, get me some bitumen. Now that's going to start being costly, but we're not going to use a lot of it. Get me that and come over here. And you're going to load up on bitumen and you're going to unload bitumen there at about 30%. And that should get you going. So 30%, actually, we can do that. We can get a little bit more. Let's go up to 90, so to get 2 of them going. Okay, now, did we have additional research done? No, that's still underway. That has been done. So we did do, I can't remember what we did here. We did the big monuments. That's what we did. I'm not going to be too bothered with the rest. Let's get fire prevention for civil infrastructure. We can get that fire prevention pieces going. That will help us quite a lot. What's our population statistics looking like? Ooh, our average productivity is dropping quite substantially. So now that we've got the bigger monuments going, can we have a look at that? That's going to give me, this is a pretty good one. So let's, get one of them over there. And maybe one of them over here. Perfect. So let's just make sure to build these 2. We would like to see a little bit more government loyalty going on here. Yeah, that's a good one. And that's a good one too. So these 2, oh, beautiful. They're both doing a bit of an overlap. So hopefully that is going to drive government loyalty up a little bit over time. Would like to see that be the case. Okay, what are we at? We have cement and we have prefab panels, but we are missing gravel. So obviously, wow, look at this guy. Yeah. Stop doing that. You're taking up all of our people, or all of our coal. We don't have any coal to do the cement thing. That is quite interesting. So obviously we need to ramp up our gravel production, but I think this is putting us in a pretty reasonable spot, and we can use some of these distribution offices to just fill up some other storages over here, and then from there we can actually go into our own production, and we can obviously bring in the stuff that we're not producing just yet. So from a construction perspective, we've got prefab panels, we've got bricks, we've got concrete, we've got asphalt. What we don't have is steel and planks. Now, planks could be an interesting one for us. We could build a mill over here, and then we could collect lumber somewhere. But we could even bring in wood from the border and just have a lumber mill somewhere over here. That actually wouldn't be too bad, so that we have some planks available to us. Or we can just bring in planks altogether, or boards altogether. I think that's pretty reasonable. Yeah, this will be filled up in a minute. Yeah, that's okay. That is really okay. So with that in place, that's going to be prefab panels. This will be that. We could literally just come and pick it up directly from all of these facilities and don't need a lot of others. And then what we will need to do, though, is let's provide ourselves with one open storage here somewhere. Oh, the track builder is ready. An open storage. And I was thinking maybe the open storage goes on this side so that we could potentially link it up with the train in the future. Let's quickly have a look at an open storage facility. Where's our storages? Never find the storages. Open storage. So if we go open storage medium, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable to me. And if we do it like this, we could get train to come in and kind of park there and do its thing, right? So something like, let's do that. Here we go. We'll do that. We'll grab ourselves the little section of road. We'll go it up there. We should be able to make the rest work. Get that built. Our money. Guys, our money is such a problem. Okay, now, what I'm guessing we do is we get ourselves yet another free distribution office. Just going to place it there. Going to be the key for us for that. We'll sort these out over time. And what we'll want to do is we want open storage to bring in both steel. So let's just get open hull trucks. The quickest we can get. So let's get our speediest open hull trucks. Speedy at a reasonable size. That's not bad. 9.7. 13. That's obviously going to be better. 1, 2, 3 of them. Our money is still holding, and then what we need to do is pause it while we do this. Go in there, pick up for us steel and boards for the time being. We'll sort out the rest of it, and then come in over here and unload it up to about 30%. And what we'll say is we'll limit the amounts. We're going to say, if we say 10% of steel, that's going to be a pretty hectic one. And if we do 10, we'll just do, let's just do something like 80% wood or something, and we'll do 10% and 10%. We just want to make sure that we're managing it pretty reasonably. We don't want to over purchase this stuff too much, and that should give us everything we will need. So that's gonna import about 40 tons of boards and about 40 tons of steel, and hopefully that's going to be okay. So these guys should make a move straight away to go and get it, and that gives us everything we need to start our very own construction offices. So I'm hopeful that now we can actually do our own construction instead of having everything built with foreign manpower. That will be it'll be a big change of pace. So let's have a look at this. Still holding quite nicely. These numbers are coming down, so we're exporting more. We need to probably up the numbers of people working here again. And let's quickly have a look at how the dissipation is going. We're at 50 tons. We were at 54.4 tons a little while ago. So clearly it is dissipating, but probably not as quickly as I expected. Our research is ongoing over here, and it is ongoing over there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be the end of the episode. We've got our basic construction set up underway. We still need to do a steel mill. We still need to do boards, but I think we've got the rest pretty much in okay over here. And now we can start doing construction using our own labor with mostly our own stuff that's been built. Our biggest problem is going to be number of workers, but I think we can now focus our attention on getting our workers numbers up, and hopefully our imports is going to reduce, and our exports will be able to sustain us a little bit better, or we can at least with more workers ramp up those exports as well. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.